Hi everyone, so today we are going to make a Japanese coffee roll cake. I'm going to use a cooked frosting for the center because I prefer cooked frosting just because it uses less butter and it's less fat, that's it. And it just tastes as good as regular buttercream. And I will be using a Japanese baking method, which is half bake and half steam. I will bake the cake under a double boiler, not a double boiler, I'm sorry, under a water bath, and this will give us a very soft and moist final product. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get to the video. So the first thing we are going to do is to dissolve our instant coffee using the hot water that we have prepared at first, and just dissolve the coffee and just set aside after we are done. You can actually use espresso or any type of coffee of your preference. I would suggest using espresso just because of the aroma that it gives and the acidity that it has to balance out the sweetness of the cake. And next we are going to work with the egg yolks using an electric mixer. Just gradually add in the sugar into the egg yolk mixture mixed under medium speed, and mix it till you get a pale lemony color, and the consistency should be really thick. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but something like this will be fine. And next we are going to add in our canola oil or vegetable oil, just any neutral oil of your preference. You can actually substitute melted butter with this. It will taste really good also. And we are going to add in the coffee mixture that we prepared at first, and just mix it until everything is combined thoroughly. So after that business is taken care of, we are going to sift in our dry ingredients, which is just cake flour and cocoa powder. I like the combination of chocolate and coffee together because it gives just a really good balance of sweetness and a little bit of acidity from the coffee. It's just good. And after we're done with the egg yolk mixture, just set it aside and we will use it later. And just whisk your egg whites and gradually add in your sugar until you get like a stiff peak. And just let that finish, and we are going to add in a third of your egg white mixture that it's already beaten till stiff peak, and just mix it with our egg yolk mixture and just combine it until it is combined, and just dump everything back into the egg white mixture and just mix. Just use the fold in method, just like kind of cut through the egg whites and just fold the egg whites to the egg yolks. Easy as that. And make sure you use a bigger bowl because I use a pretty small bowl, which I wasn't really happy about, but I'm lazy, so I don't want to transfer to another bowl. And just use some parchment paper underneath because it will stick. This cake is really moist and really high in water and just moisture. Just use parchment paper to be on the safe side. And we are going to bake it in a water bath in a 325-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And next we are going to make our buttercream. I'm going to use a cooked frosting in the center because I like the consistency of it and it has less butter. You just mix the the milk and the flour and just microwave it in 20-second intervals until it just becomes a paste. I'm lazy, so I don't want to heat it under the stove. And just cream our butter until it becomes a really smooth consistency, and add in our powder sugar. I choose to use powder sugar because I don't like the grainy texture of granulated sugar if it's not mixed properly. And after that's done, just add in some flavoring. I'm using vanilla extract here, and just beat that into until it is combined. And after our flour paste is cooled down, and we are just going to combine the two together. Easy as that. There's no tricks, there's no tips to give because this is a simple recipe that is very delicious. and just mix the two, and you are done with your buttercream in the center. You can actually like add a little bit of coffee in it to make a coffee buttercream or chocolate buttercream if you want to. But today I'm going to just use a really simple vanilla buttercream, and just spread your buttercream evenly on top of your cake, and we are going to roll the roll cake. So I'm going to use a rolling pin to help me. I'm going to roll in the parchment paper and fold in the cake for the first bit of it, and just use the rolling pin and just kind of like tug the paper underneath the rolling pin, and just use that to guide you through the rolling process. And towards the end, just pull the paper underneath and just secure everything, and that will also give you a nice like finished product too. And after you're done with that, just put your finished product in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes until everything has set and you're ready to cut and serve. So after 20 minutes, I'm gonna trim the sides off because the sides are always not pretty. Like the ends are like ugly, so I'm gonna eat that off after I'm done filming the video. And you should use a paper towel to wipe off every cut because you want nice cuts. You can tell later that towards the end I was lazy, so I didn't wipe off every cut, and you can see that the buttercream got on the sides of the cake and it is not pretty. You spent so much work on making this damn thing and you don't want to mess it up. Just be a little bit more patient. Just put a little bit more patience in there and just cut into the size you want. And I'm gonna finish cutting, and that's it. That's how easy to make the cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Bye.